All right, March 22nd, 2022. Let's get right into it. Okay, we're still talking about the hidden individuals that His Majesty has. Okay, now we're going to get double vision, triple wisdom into this. Okay, so we can see the things that we do not see. All right, open up our eyes, have some eye salve so we can be sober minded about what's going on in the world. Now, this 10 minutes, and thank you for your 10 minutes of your time, is coming from Matthew chapter 21, verses 2 through 7. 2 through 7, okay? Now, I'm going to read a little bit, but you can read it for yourself in context so we can have an understanding of what I'm going to be speaking about here. Matthew 21, verse 2. Yeshua sent two disciples and said to them, "Go into the village opposite you, and at once you'll find a donkey tied up in a colt with it. Untie them and lead them to me. And if anyone says anything to you, say, 'The master needs them,' and he'll send them at once." And now this took place to fulfill what was said by the prophet when he said, "Tell the daughter of Zion, behold, your king is coming to you, humble and mounted on a donkey, and on a colt, and an offspring of an ass." In other words, it was a male and female donkey that was there. Okay? But I'll get into that. Okay? I'll get into that. Now, a donkey represents service, suffering, peace, wisdom, humility, stubbornness, headstrong, and even a donkey kick, meaning guidance and direction. Okay? But a donkey can be something that can help you avoid danger. And we have that example if you're familiar with Balaam's donkey that he rode on when he didn't see the hidden thing. What was the hidden thing? The danger of the angel that was there. That if he kept going on, he was going to get cut down. Okay, him and probably the donkey. All right, and the donkey was like, "Whoa, nah, something ain't right. The angel is standing here, and if I keep going in this direction, I'm gonna get cut down." I say that to say that there are hidden things going on that you must see. We don't know who's in service or who is being humbled for His Majesty's use, even if it is a donkey or an ass. Okay? Alright? Now, the word colt here is used in a sense of being something that is filthy. Okay? So we can understand that even if it's filthy, His Majesty is willing to use such a thing for His purpose and His plan. Okay? And we also see that with the word foul. Okay? The word foul is of one of kingship, something that is close. Okay, something that is close to someone, and we know that His Majesty said that he that doeth the will of the Father is both my brothers and my sisters. You understand that he that doeth the will of the Father is both my brothers and my sisters, even if they are a filthy colt. You understand? Or an ass or a donkey. You understand? Male or female in that perspective. But this is also what is called a draft beast or a draught beast, a beast that is held by yoke and iron. You should know the scripture, I'm paraphrasing, that my yoke is light. You understand? But this beast, right, is drafted, right, either in service, in writing, as in a writing draft, or in the sense of military script or military drafting, what's the word that they use in Ukraine? Conscripted into service. You understand? Written into service, okay? By law or by way of decree. So when we see that His Majesty is ready to use even a donkey's ass to get his point across, that who can stop them? You understand? Who can stop His Majesty from? Who can stop His Majesty from taking use of a laborer in any sense that he feels need, or in any sense that he feels a need for him to accomplish his purpose and his plan? This is also the word for drought, okay, or draft. It's also to write a plan, okay, to have a plan. So we have to look at the people who are moving for good or for evil. Now, everyone in their own sense is moving for good or evil for His Majesty's work. Okay, even the devil is moving for good or evil in His Majesty's work, because His Majesty is all about getting His glory. So don't think that I'm saying this so that you won't think that, so you won't think ill of people, especially those who are in power as kings, priests, and who are in power as kings and politicians and legislators, because you don't know who they are in service to. Okay? You don't know who they are in service to. And this is one of the lessons for those who like to dabble in the lodge, as they would say, right, or in the temple, right, upon the tracing board, all right. You have black and white, white and black. Okay, it's red, it's white and black squares on the tracing board, but they are red lines, right, or gray lines, shaded gray areas in between black and white, or rather, as you would see it, good and evil. There are gray lines in there, and only His Majesty can understand the thoughts and intent in the hearts of individuals. That's why there's no that's why there's no um that's why there's even justice when it comes to His Majesty. You might not find that with man and woman, but you will find even justice with His Majesty. And that's what we're striving for, to have an even justice with His Majesty. Now, speaking about justices, okay, Justice Jackson. I don't know much about her. I haven't delved into her background, but what I'm hearing in the hearing is, I won't say really disturbing, okay? It's just what I see that they are pushing, right? What they are pushing, what they are trying to push on her, meaning that she's lenient on handing out sentences. But I'm reminded, and you should be reminded. I'm looking up if I can find it. I was looking up a parable. You probably can find it faster than I can, but I'm reminded of the parable of His Majesty when he went to the servant. He comes to the servant, and the servant was in debt. And the servant went out to go get the things that he loaned out, or get the bills. And one servant was lenient on the penalty, and another servant was harsh on the penalty. All right, and I'm understanding that they want her to be all judgment and no mercy. Okay, no matter what the case is, they want her to be just straight stern and strict, which you can be, but it must be tempered with mercy. Okay, everyone deserves mercy. Shalom.